Uh-oh, hits the flying forearm.
Manhattan drop. Vane's feeling it. Scoop slam. Brady has got Vane right where he wants him. Feeling him around.
Uh-oh. The Gradunza. Brady hits the Gradunza.
1, 2.
Vane says no.
Vane has got to do something big here, though, to capitalize on that 2-count kick out. Instead, he's down after the drop toe hold. 1.
Good kick out. Oh no.
This is not what he needs. A PKO! He needs a PKO like a knee to the head. Here's a pin by Brady. 1, 2, 3. Brady stays alive. Vane is eliminated. And can you believe it? The first 2 eliminations in the Champions Cup are Vane the Warbringer and Freak Show Sean Woolley, who just at Holocaust were competing in 3 circles of hell. Are they still feeling the lasting effects from that terrible match we saw in Holocaust?
I mean, almost certainly. If not physically, then mentally, certainly.
Brady, alive. Taco Loco, alive. Our next 4 competitors are also alive no matter what happens tonight. But going 2-0 puts you at a class above the rest and gives you a huge advantage. As we get into the winner's bracket. Our first match is Cobble versus Boston. And you gotta feel like Cobble is emblazoned by the upsets he's seen tonight.
Oh, he's gotta be.
Man. MMWF now, the MMWF hashtag now trending nationwide on Twitter. Huge, huge night tonight. Thank you everybody for joining us and tuning in as we work through the Champions Cup matches. We are now in the winner's bracket, and this is one of the most surprising people to be in the winner's bracket, Crazy Cobble.
Probably looking extremely confident and golden by that big win in the ring last week.
Definitely, I mean, it's a huge victory for Cobble. Very one of the good ones of the big surprise victory we saw.
Cobble, and you got to talk about the veteran presence in the winner's bracket. Look at all 4 of them. Cobble, from the beginning. Ryder, from near the beginning. Richard joined in 2011. Boston, from near the beginning as well. He's been around since 2008. These 4 have proven that veteran experience is what it takes to survive. It's really up to Taco and Bjorn at this point to prove that the rookies can stick around here. Boston What can be said about Boston? We haven't talked about already. His dominance in the World Big Guy matches. His multiple TV titles. The guy is destructive. He proves it time in, time out. He talks about, in interviews, on social media, his love of violence. Between his love of violence and Cobble's love of putting his body on the line, this is the kind of match that we can see here. It weren't Extreme Rules or a cage match. It's the kind of match that could end a career. Well, of course, chat reaction, looking for who you got in this match. Cobble versus Boston. I think this is a clear matchup for Boston, but you would have thought Cobble would be a clear matchup, a clear loss for Cobble last week, and that was not the case.
Cobble throws right off that front face-off. Misses on the kick there.
Cobble thrown head over hindquarters with a back body drop there.
Cobble definitely taking a beating here.
Stuff a big screw.
Great reversal there.
Neither of these gentlemen have held, well, no, that's wrong. I'm sorry. Boston has never held the world title. Cobble held it once. And that's why he's here. Cobble could hold it again. Imagine Cobble versus Ryder coming out. That would be a tremendous match between two longtime vets.
Boston is a gutbuster. Oh, overcommits on the punch. Cobble able to get the waist lock in. Oh, a punch countered into an arm drag. Very energetic offense there from Cobble.
Absolutely. Dragging the head across the ropes. You gotta feel like Boston knows Cobble's weakness here.
Sit out spine buster there. Boston already able to string together these big moves.
No matter what, the winner of this match will face the winner of the next match on our card, Ryder versus Richard. That is going to happen next week. The two 2-0 people will fight next week as Cobble is a big reversal there.
Oh, belly to belly.
The rest of the picture, though, is kind of muddled. We've got those 4 1-1s that we'll have. We've got the 1-0 Bjorn Ironsides, and we've got the 0-1 Jill Marie. Boston takes a seat. Cobble makes him pay.
Big gut kick.
You know, the way this match is going, you gotta feel like Cobble has nothing to lose.
I mean, I really don't feel like he has a whole lot to lose in general. Like he said before, he's done everything, he's experienced everything. You know, I feel like he's here for the fights he has left, of all the mileage he's had on his body.
And you wonder about the injury concerns as well. Cobble's health records, nobody's really talking about them. We get a lot of no comments from MMWF corporate. And there's a rumor that he probably shouldn't even be wrestling, and yet here he is against one of the most violent competitors in the Fed.
You know, it's definitely going to be a bad look right now for him. He's got to be careful. He's taken so many concussions, and he's fighting a guy that is known for giving him.
And you got to feel like it's not even just a bad look on him, but a bad look on the entire federation that he's here in this match against Boston.
You know, I don't think Cobble would let himself be medically disqualified.
And he's dragged across the ropes yet again.
I mean, we've chronicled some of his exploits, not all of them, on the MMWF network, and it's just some of the impacts he's taken is just...
Yeah, they're stunning.
I don't know, it's a very far-fetched rumor, but he's suffering from some serious medical problems.
And speaking of chronicling his exploits, thank you for reminding me, tomorrow on Facebook, the exclusive look into the Hitmen's past, a brief history of the Hitmen, only on the MMWF Facebook page. Definitely something we'll all want to check out tomorrow. Right now, Boston is a little bit on edge. Cobble has had some very nice bursts in this match.
Oh, blocks the punch.
Big hit there from Boston on the Cobble.
Big misstep from Cobble. Boston's gonna punish big.
Knowing what we know right now about the Champions Cup, what would be really the biggest shock to come out of the Champions Cup? I gotta think Jill coming back from 0-1 to win the cup, that would be tremendous. That would be a huge shock.
It would be a big one.
I would almost see Cobble coming, winning straight up, all the way. No losses going through.
Absolutely.
Might be even more impressive. Belly to belly there from Boston. I took Taco winning, going straight through all the way. Up there. Pretty far as well.
Jesus.
What strength of Boston.
Uh-oh. Sit out side slam. Big Uranage side slam.
Cobbled down, pinned by Boston to win the match. And now Cobble going up for a Dominator. After eating a 2 count, here's a pin by Boston. 2, 3. Well, so much for that. Cobble eats a Dominator. Boston is 2-0.
Boston put out real quick. Very impressive showing.
Yeah, Boston definitely did not hold back in that match and got as much damage as possible as possible.
Well, of course, as Cobble gets slammed on the mat, this seems like an opportune time to remind you that tonight's show is sponsored by Cargo Pants Direct. Cargo Pants delivered to your home, free shipping on all orders over $30. Cargo Pants Direct. When you have to store a lot of crap in your pants. Boston goes 2-0. He's going to find out who he faces on Ignition Episode 7 in just probably 15 minutes or less. Richard and Ryder set to tangle. Evan, you're in the social media booth. What is chat reaction?
They're going to start a crowdfunding page to give Boston some pants that fit.
Richard Ryder, last match of the night. As we're setting this up, as we're getting ready for this, Evan, who you got?
Right. Yeah. Right.
Ryder, no question, huh? What makes you think that Richard, after his performance last week, is an easy target?
I don't think he's an easy target. We're talking about branded motherfucking Ryder, though. You know what I mean? Richard, yes, he's got some wins, but he doesn't have that many wins. You know what I mean? What about you, Jason? Who do you got?
You know, I want to take Ryder as well, but not because, Richard's garbage. Richard obviously he's very good to get to this point in the cup. At the same time, though, Ryder is unstoppable.